Hello again, everyone. I'm here today with yet another iteration of my wallet setup. This is a personal size, but it is an old personal size from Chic Sparrow. So this is a style that they called the Sidekick, and I'll show you more about the styling there. This is not currently available. It, like I said, is in the old personal size, which is a little bit shorter than the current personal size. The current personal size is the same height as the B6 Slim, and it accommodates a Hobonichi Weeks, which this will not. This is too short for that. And I think that's one of the reasons why they changed the sizing on that. But this is a fairly old design. I've actually had a couple of colors of this design, and they never really clicked until I got this caramel color, which I believe is what it's called, caramel. And I was lucky enough to get this secondhand. I had been looking for this particular color for a while, and now that I have it and I have this setup, this is working really, really great. So, and I want to shout out to Manda here on YouTube. She was the the person who sold this to me, and I was like, "Are you the same Manda?" Like, yes, I'm the one who sold that to you. So thank you, Manda. I love it. And so, like I said, I had a couple of other colors. I had a red one that I sold. I have a gray one with red inside, which I'm still hanging on to. But I think I'm probably going to sell that too, just because this one is so perfect. And every time I got one, I planned on making it my wallet. And each time, for some reason, the setup just didn't really work for me. But this, right now, is working for me. So this particular notebook is made out of a glove leather. I think it's like a goat skin glove leather, which is really thin and pliable and soft. And I think it might have been glued onto something a little more substantial to make it into the notebook. And it has this front pocket here, which is curved, and I currently have my vaccination card in there, so that's in progress. And then it has a zippered pocket back here, which you essentially have to take the elastic off in order to use the zippered pocket. I currently just have change back here, but you could put anything. The change seems to work pretty well. The only thing with the prior versions that I had, I was a little bit concerned about the leather stretching out, but for some reason, like this particular color, it doesn't bother me if it stretches out a little bit, so I don't know what's going on there. But it has this nice zipper in the back. My only lament with this style is that all of the trim is white, so you have white stitching and then you have the white zipper. But again, against this brown, it doesn't bother me so much. So this came with white elastics, which I have changed out, and I don't know what color this elastic is, but I think it's a pretty good match for this color. I think I got this color, and I changed the strings as well, which you'll see once I get inside here, which was, it was hard. It was really hard to change them out, guys, because this hole is way smaller than their holes are now, so I had a really hard time getting this through. The strings for the notebooks wasn't so hard, but this was very hard. It took me like a good 20 minutes to get that in there. But anyway, where was I? What was I talking about? But yeah, so these strings, this particular color, I think I just got in a sort of a grab bag from Illustring where it would be neutral colors. I kind of like doing that because then I have colors sort of in reserve if I have something that might be more neutral. But like I said, this is a pretty good match, and I really like that a lot. So, okay, so front pocket, zipper pocket, which is already really great as far as a wallet. You could put receipts or whatever in the front. You could put change and other money in the back. And then on the inside, let me make sure. Yeah, okay. You can't see any of my card numbers or anything, although let me take that out real quick. I think for the most part you can't see anything other than the fact that I have a Colorado driver's license. Okay, I should have checked that before I started. So here in the front, there's a smaller pocket and then a wider pocket. So basically I'm putting some stamps in the smaller pocket, and then I'm putting my most used credit card here. And then in the back it has the same setup. So it has a smaller pocket and then wider pocket, and back here I'm just putting my driver's license. Here I was putting an extra check, and then I have some cash back in here, which kind of holds it pretty well. And then I only have 2 inserts in here. And I think this was also part of my problem before when I was trying to set this up as a wallet. I was just trying to put too many inserts in because I wanted to put a certain number of things inside, like a little wallet insert like this, and then it just wasn't fitting with more than 2 inserts. So I just decided to make this 2 inserts. Yes, I have 2 empty strings, which, I've already talked about this on the channel. I'm not so worried about having the knot string empty, but having another string back here kind of bothers me a little bit. But the fact that these are so flush with each other for the most part, my OCD is not generally triggered, so I think we're okay. But this is just a personal size notebook insert, and then this is a dashboard that I think, yeah, it's a Foxy Fix dashboard, and then I have my puppy back here and me and my husband, and then I use this. I haven't used this at all to take notes yet because I fairly recently changed this setup, but I have been using it. I just haven't been taking any notes. But it's been working really well. And then I have this little wallet insert from Nisa Made, which I had customized to have upright pockets. If you contact her, she will, it is an additional cost to have the upright pockets put in, but I really like being able to put all of my cards in here like this. So basically I have the rest of the cards that I might need back here. And I actually have a checkbook tucked in here, which is nice. And then in here I have my migraine meds, which I carry around, just basically one of each of my 3 major migraine meds. And then the pen that I'm using here is the Esterbrook Pocket. And I'm really glad that I have been starting to use this. This pen has been kind of not necessarily problematic, but I've been tinkering with it a lot. And this is actually like the 3rd or 4th nib I've put on here. It's really easy to swap out. You can just unscrew it and put in a size 5 nib that has a Yovo housing. So you can swap them out really easy. But the current one that I have in here is a Franklin Christoph 1.1 stub, which is working pretty well. Actually, let me just go ahead and go to like a back page and do a little writing sample. I don't even know what kind of paper this is because because I didn't have a lot of personal size inserts at the time when I got this, and this I think came with a TN that I ordered used, and someone had just included this, so I'm not quite sure what kind of paper it is. So this is the Esterbrook Pocket Junior. Oh, Junior. Been having a problem with my J's lately for whatever reason. With a Franklin Christoph 1.1 stub. Oh my goodness, stub nib. And then this ink is it's a Sailor Blue permanent ink, but I can't remember the name of it. They only have a few different permanent inks in bottles, and it's basically the more blue of the 2 or 3 blue permanent inks that they have. But this has been working pretty well, and I haven't, ever since I changed out to this nib, I haven't had any hard starts, and I haven't had any issues with the pen not starting after being capped for a while, so I don't know what was going on. I love this pen. I love the feel of it. I feel like it's really, really comfortable to write with. Like when it's posted, it's like basically the perfect size. This little notch here, I feel like fits my fingers really well, and I really like the feel of it. I really love the color. But for some reason, I just wasn't jiving with any of the nibs that I put on here. But this one I think will work well. Even for check writing, I think this would be okay. I was just concerned if I had to make small notes, like is this going to be too big? But I think for the time being, I'm going to leave it on there because it seems to be working just fine. And that dried already, and this is a permanent ink, so I could write checks with it, for example. Although I don't really write that many checks. So, and now I'll show you the one problem that I have with this notebook, and it's this pen loop. So see how smushy That is, it's because it's this really soft leather. So I can't just like and be done, right? I have to kind of gently finagle it so that that can get back onto the leather. Otherwise it'll just get all squinched up or bunched up. But that said, this has been working great as a wallet with this setup. I think that I'm probably going to leave this for a while. It fits in my smaller bags that I have. Part of the reason why I generally shifted from personal size to pocket size is because the personal size was just a little too big to carry around in the bags that I've been using lately, which are smaller than pre-pandemic bags that I've been using. My big bags are all just waiting for me to use them again. But this one, because it is a little shorter top to bottom, it actually fits better than the new size personal, and it actually kind of tucks away quite nicely. So it works really well. You can still find these occasionally. They do come up from time to time. It has been a little while since this model's been out, and they're obviously discontinued. But if you do check, the buy sell trade sites or Etsy or not Etsy, eBay, you can probably find one if you're diligent enough for a while. Put out a in search of or something like that. But I wish that I had gotten this brown right away, because then I would have started using it right away, I think. Just the red was a little too bright, the gray I think was a little too dull, but this is perfect, and I think brown is my preferred leather color. Both brown and sort of a reddish brown are my favorites, but you can even see it kind of, my sweater is a coordinating color brown today. It's not the same, but they go together okay. But I think this is a great setup. I really like it. I like how the pen kind of tucks in a little bit, because the inserts don't come all the way to the edge. So in a way it protects my pen a little bit back there. One of the other reasons why I did actually try using this as a wallet before, when I had a bigger bag. I was using the gray one, I believe. But when I carried it around with my everyday carry notebook, my B6 Slim that I normally carry around, it was getting scratched by the zipper. So when I carry it again together with something else like that, I'll have to make sure that the zipper is not up against the leather notebook, because it will scratch it. And that was one other issue that I had, and why I switched away. But now I'm not carrying my everyday carry, so we'll see. As per usual, my wallet is probably in flux. It probably will change again, but thanks again, Manda, for this notebook. I love it. Right now I'm getting a lot of good use out of it, and it's working really well. All right, so that's my new wallet setup in a personal size yet again. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Feel free to subscribe to keep track of future videos on my channel. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me below. I hope to see you next time, but in the meantime, have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye.